Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. Here we are going to take a discussion on the topic widening your thought. Widening your thought. That is the topic of discussion for this glorious morning. It is a beautiful Sunday, beautiful sunshine. And of course, it is a Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you all. So this topic of discussion we are taking from for discussion from Mother and Sri Aurobindo. We will discuss mostly from the Mother and the few quotations we will quote from Sri Aurobindo. So a thought in the mind can at most be a truth's brilliant and a transparent garment. It is not even her body. So when sometimes it is a mental process, thought, we know it is a mental process. When we take up the thought, it is evolving out of our mind. Mind, it is the perversion of the supermind, distorted state. With this mind, we are going to formulate some thoughts. So that is not the entire whole. That is only a fragment. So steer in the course, its thought in the mind can be at most by be a truth's brilliant and a transparent garment. It can be a dress, apparel. It may be a garment, not even the entire body. Again, because it is a part, not the whole. It is a fragment, not the entire integer. All living thought is a world is a world in preparation. All real act thought is the thought manifested. Very interesting. All living thought, not the dead thought, living thought is a world in preparation. World in preparation. It is preparing. All real act is a thought manifested. First comes thought, then the world is conceived or manifested. And again, thought is not essential to existence nor its cause. For existence and its cause, thought is not at all essential, but it is an instrument for becoming. It is an instrument, it is the garment, it is just in preparation. So I become what I see in myself. That is what. Normally, people don't see what they are finding in themselves, but I become what I see in myself. Then, Mother Rusir in the course, all that a thought suggests to me, sometimes, most of the times, a thought only suggests do this, do that, don't do this, like this. All that a thought suggests to me, I can do. All that a thought reveals to in me, I can become. So thought has got two potentialities, two sides. One, it can suggest. Second, it can reveal. What it suggests, initial phase, first, I can do, that is a good thing. But what thought reveals in me, reveals means most of the things are concealed. What thoughts reveals in me, I can become. Thought can be a force which realize itself. It can be force which is essential to realize itself. A thought is an arrow shot at the truth. Very good. A thought is an arrow shot at the truth. It can hit the point but never cover the whole target. Entire, big target is there, so it can hit the target at a particular point, but it can't cover the whole target. That's what we can know. So these are the things quoted from Sri Aurobindo. We are going little bit towards the Mother, how to widen the thought. That is the topic of discussion for right now. Mother quotes beautifully. It is a beautiful topic. Mother quotes tries to explain. You are with someone, Mother begins with, you are with someone, this person tells you something and you tell him the contrary. Something, you are with someone, you are he is telling you with this man is telling you something and you are telling him contrary. Normally that happens simply a spirit of contradiction. Contradiction is the rule, as if we have taken it for granted. So, spirit of contradiction, he says you something and you contradict and you begin arguing. That is what is happening. Normally, a thought and a counter thought, a word and a counter word, a suggestion and counter suggestion, a contradiction and counter contradiction. This is what going on. It normally happens, and this argument and counter argument, it goes on naturally. You will never come to any point. This will be going on simply for nothing. Maybe without any ground, maybe without any reason, maybe without any base, whatever is there, that argument, counter argument, it will be going on, and there is no end of it at any point. Never come to any point except a quarrel if you are ill natured. A quarrel if you are ill natured. It indicates that bearing this topic you can come out where really this here in the course. If there is a quarrel, both are at wrong. So here the cause of quarrel is that if you are ill natured. Ill nature actually it creates the point where really the quarrel occurs. But instead of doing that, instead of remaining in your own ideas, your own words, if you tell yourself, wait a little, I am going to try and see why he said that me. Yes, why did he tell me like that? Simply see, very interesting. There is a very beautifully we'll try to understand. We'll take a summary gist out of it. Suppose somebody is saying you something. Naturally, you are also countering. Argument, counter argument, contrariety is coming. There is a quarrel, and most of all, if you are ill-natured, not only quarrel, there will be some fight. Even you can find wage a war. This is the normal procedure. Normally, people go that way. But mother course, instead of doing all these things, remain silent. Take a geek. You just step back, and you think why this man has said me like this, that. Then what is the reason? What is the truth? I want to stay. I want to know something. I want to analyze. If this is the attitude behind this argument and counter argument, then naturally there will be no quarrel, no counter argument. Simply things will be solved. So what you have to do? And what wait a little, I am going to try and see why he said me so, why he said so to me. It was not actually, what is the reason? Something would be there, so that he has expressed his grief or anger or whatever is there. So why did he tell me that? And you concentrate that time. Step back, concentrate. What is the problem? Why it came so? You don't know. Even if it is not your nature, something has happened. You just see, analyze, and concentrate. Why this is happening? Why this has been said? Why this has been done? Why there is a quarrel? Why there is a fight? Just try to concentrate and analyze yourself inside, staying in you. You stand there just like that. Just like that, you stand and try to analyze and go into deep inside and concentrate and try to find the cause. So trying, and the other person continues speaking, does not he? Simply he will be speaking like this. So, and is very happy to for you don't contradict him any longer. He is saying something. Every action has equal and opposite reaction, but there is action, but you don't have the reaction. He is saying something, you are not contradicting, you are not arguing. So he will be feeling that something like he has won the battle. He will be simply swelling up. So he will be happy, and he too works profusely, and it's sure he has convinced you. That idea definitely it sprouts in him. I have convinced you. This man will be saying, I have convinced you. I am right in my track, in my argument. I am quite okay in my go in my path like this. Then you concentrate more and more on what he is saying. He will be thinking that something he has won the battle. It's a big battle, like he has won the world war. Something like he has convinced. He is very much happy. He is very much adamant. But that time actually you say in the concentrated position and think what really is happening. And what he is saying, and with the feeling that gradually, step by step, you take the procedure, you try to think what is gradually, and through his words, you are entering his mind. So he will be thinking that I have confidence. Through your thought, you will be thinking about something, pondering, you will be analyzing, and this analysis, this thought will be entering his mind. When you enter his head, that is again. That is not the Sarma normally done. Suppose somebody is saying you something and you are countering, then naturally everything will be simply flowing upwards or downwards or here and there. It will be it won't be entering inside. But the thing is that when he will be something and he will be feeling happy that I have done something, I have created something, I have almost won the battle. I am convinced like this. What when he will be going that way, and that way you will be taking. Otherwise, that things are rushing into his head. That is what your analysis and your part you can do. When we enter his head, suddenly we enter into his thinking because it emerges, this thought process thinking is emerging out of head. So when you enter his head, suddenly you enter into his way of thinking, and the next what happen, just imagine you understand why he is speaking you thus. You are entering, you know. Now itself, suppose you are in your home, that time some idea is coming that where what is going on in the ashram dining hall, because it is almost the dining time it will be opening. So you just analyze, guess that the people will be coming, they will be standing in the queue, that the token counter, this counter man, he will be standing, and these people who are in the counter charge, they will be preparing their dishes and all. So these things are quite common, you will be guessing. But instead of doing that, if you enter the dining hall, something else will be going on, something else will be new, something newness will be happening. Suppose instead of the normal behavior, normal timing and all, something else would be happening there. Because when you will be when it will be possible for you to know, and it will be possible you to know when you enter into that arena consciously or consciously. And then if you have a fairly swift intelligence, very interesting, fairly swift intelligence, and put what you have just come to understand alongside what you have had known before, you have the two ways together. What you understand now and what you understood. That's what I already told in the example of this dining hall. Normally, it is a Sunday, beautiful Sunday. This process is going. Normally, it goes on that way. But for some urgency, for some unavoidable circumstance, situation has been changed. These are the two sides. So you can what you know before and what is happening, understand alongside. These are quite two of the two ways, and so you can find the truth, reconciling both, and before knowing before and what is happening right now before your sight. So these are actually the two things are truth, reconciling both. And have you here you have truly made progress with this, because when you can judge the progress, initially whatever somebody was trying to say, I was simply reacting, arguing, counter arguing. These are the things going on. Now itself I am silent, I am trying to analyze, I want to go into his understanding, I want to recognize the process like this and this. So this is the progress I can see here. And this is the best way of widening one's thought. Other course, this is the best way of widening your thought. And if you are beginning an argument, other course, if you are beginning an argument, keep quiet immediately and instantaneously. Suppose that tendency is there, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, you have started the argument. Immediately you try to stop it, quiet immediately and instantaneously. You must be silent, say nothing to at all, and try to see the thing in other person, as the other person see, not in your vision, not from on your side, your favor, in his vision. You want to see your person. That won't make you forget your own way of seeing it. That in that way you are not forgetting your own way of seeing. But the thing is that you are widening your consciousness. Something is there with you, with that you are arguing, or you are trying that you are thinking that you are advanced, but something else will come that will be favorable and you will know more, so that your thought can be widened. That won't make you forget your own way of seeing, not at all. But you will be able to put both of them together. your thought plus his thought, your way of thinking and his way of thinking, and that analysis and resolution that will be there. You will gain, you will never lose anyway, and you will truly have made the progress, the real progress. Vande Mataram. You must take that situation, that scenario. Thank you.